Hi, welcome back to the top 5 stories of the week. I'm Daily Herald Managing Editor Perry Bergson. This week, a special shout out to our retail partners who are lending us a hand with this. You keep an eye on who they are. They're going to be coming right across here. Anyway, let's get into the top 5 of the week. Number 5, Raiders win their 4th straight, but unfortunately they lost one of their 20-year-olds. They beat the Wheat Kings 4-2 on Saturday night, notable in part by the fact that Evan Morton wasn't in the lineup. Turned out he's gone home to Swan River, Manitoba, wants to play with the Swan Valley Stampeders of the Manitoba Junior Hockey League. Sad to see him go, great young man. Anyway, the Raiders have already made a deal to fill the spot. Number 4, Christopher Job is facing off against incumbent Brian Hardlott for a Prince Albert Grand Council Vice Chief position this month. Tyler Clark has spoken to both of the candidates who are running. Both have their own ideas about what they can do for the job. Job, as it turns out, was raised in South End. He went to school at St. Mary, graduated back at South End, did some things, and then graduated from the Saskatchewan Indian Institute of Technology's business course. And at that point, he decided it was time, so good for him. Number 3, Prince Albert user groups asking for a new swimming pool. This makes a lot of sense, particularly with the Prince Albert Sharks, the swim club here in town. They were booted out of the pool all summer. They couldn't, they just had no access to it. Then they lost the Kinsman pool as well. Hard to run a competitive swim club with no water. They ended up out at Emma Lake a little bit. But this is something the city has to think about, whether they tie it into the Jenkins or whatever. We're going to need a new pool at some point. Number 2, Prince Albert Health Region receives provincial funding. Now this is the province. They went across on a tour looking for some feedback on what they were doing well, what they weren't doing well. Well, they got lots of that. But the happy news for the good people of PA is that they dropped a $2.5 million check here for to expand the Home First Quick Response Pilot Program. So good for them. Top story of the week, just kind of one of those sad ones for everybody involved. It involved a young Pelican Lake woman who ran over 21-year-old Daniel Carter in September of 2010. She was recently found guilty of dangerous operation of a motor vehicle causing death and failure to remain at the scene of an accident. She was found not guilty of criminal negligence causing death. Court has been adjourned until Wednesday, December 11th, and she will be sentenced then. Again, just sad for everybody. Okay, lots of ways to find us. You can find the paper version at our retail partners. Get a subscription. We have an excellent mobile website. We've got the Facebook. We've got the Twitter. Find us online. But as always, your Prince Albert Daily Herald on paper, like a newspaper should be. See you next week.